Hey guys, welcome back to the JTO channel, and this is your big Champions League preview. Juventus versus Chelsea tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time. It's a big game. Obviously, it's a chance for us to bounce back. Obviously, after the poor performance and the 1-0 result loss against Manchester City, and you know what? It's an opportunity for Juventus to continue their at least winning form because at least recently they have been winning games, but their start to the season in Serie A hasn't been great. Although, to be fair, in the Champions League, they did start off really well. They beat Malmo 3-0 away from home, and they're top of the group right now. But in Serie A, it's been a bit of an up and down. They had a poor start to the season. They drew 2-2 at Udinese. They lost 1-0 at home to Empoli. They drew to Juventus. They lost to Napoli. But then recently, their two recent games, they've both been 3-2, and I think one of them they came back from a 2-1 lead. I remember I forgot, I think it was Spezia, if I'm not wrong. I don't know if I even pronounced the team right, but they were 2-1 up. I saw it and I was like, and I tweeted out, look, we better beat them. They're probably gonna come back and win this game, in which they did 3-2, but they're clearly capable of conceding goals. They've scored 10 goals, but they've also conceded 10 goals as well, which is really poor considering, they've got the likes of Chiellini, they've got Bonucci, they've got De Ligt. These are good defenders, but maybe Bonucci and Chiellini are just getting older, and maybe with too many games, it comes with maybe, yes, the experience is there, and we have to be cautious of that, but at the same time, we can get at them because maybe their weaknesses are their pace. And I feel like tomorrow, with maybe Cuadrado as their right back and, their left back's going to be Sandro. They got Morata and Dybala missing out as well. They're 10th in Serie A. Yes, they've had a good start to the Champions League campaign, but in the overall season, it hasn't been a great start for them. But that doesn't mean they're still not a good side. They've still got who's their goalkeeper, bruv? Szczesny, who I think has declined recently. Obviously they had Dybala, but he's obviously out for the game. They've still got Locatelli. They've still got Cuadrado. They've still got Chiesa. Chiesa's a really good player. He really impressed at the Euro. So those types of players we've got to look out for. The ones that are good players, the ones who are going to be a danger, and for us to look out for tomorrow because they could cause problems, especially Chiesa with his directness, his pace, his dribbling, you know what I'm saying? He can shoot from outside the box and stuff like that. So we've got to look out for that. And yeah, that's really on Juventus. I think only Dybala and unfortunately Morata are out. I would have liked to see Morata face us, but to be fair, he probably would have scored against us if Juve had scored because former players like scoring against us in it, so it is what it is. You get me. So yeah, you know what? It's okay that those guys are not available. I would have liked to see them available, but it's okay. Even if they were, I'd expect Chelsea Football Club to still go there, put in a performance and win because we need to bounce back from that poor result over the weekend. Now, obviously, we've got Thomas Tuchel's press conference and Jorginho's, which I'm not really going to touch into Jorginho's too much, to be fair. But Thomas Tuchel did say in his press conference that obviously um we got four players out. N'Golo Kante. Oh, jeez, did you hear that? Oh my God. Let me get my lighting, but anyway, I just cracked my finger. Anyway, the four players missing are N'Golo Kante. He obviously did test positive for COVID-19, which is really unfortunate. It looks like he will not be going to the international break, which, to be honest, I think is a good news. Because he has to quarantine for at least 2 weeks. That's what happens when you get quarantined. So he's gonna miss this. He's gonna miss tomorrow's game, and he's also gonna miss the Southampton game. And you know what? We would need him in a game like this tomorrow. But this is what happens when you have a quality squad. You gotta prepare for moments like this: injuries, players that get COVID, etc., etc. Obviously, Christian Pulisic is still out, unfortunately. To be honest, I don't know when that guy's gonna be back. I mean, Tuchel originally said 10 days. It's been way more than 10 days. It's been over two. In fact, it's nearly been 3 weeks. I think it's nearly been 3 weeks. So I don't want him to go to the international break, even if he's fit for Southampton. I don't want him to go on the international break. Yes, it could be an opportunity for him to get some minutes, but I mean, these injuries, man, it's just annoying me. And yeah, it is what it is. Mason Mount is surprisingly still out and the reason why I say surprisingly is because Thomas Tuchel said in his press conference that before the Man City game, that if the Man City game was a day later, sorry, Mason Mount probably would have been fit to play that game. But it looks like Mason Mount still has that problem that he had to the Aston Villa game. So yeah, he's gonna be out. And Reece James, his ankle injury, he's still gonna be out. Thomas Tuchel did say in his press conference all about it's just pain now. So he just said just wait at least a week. So again, I expect him to miss the Southampton game as well. I'm not sure about Mason Mount. He could be back for the Southampton game. We'll see about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the team news. And the fact that Jorginho done a press conference tells me that he's starting, because any player that does a press conference is more than likely to start, to be honest with you. So yeah. Um, let's get into the lineup prediction, people. First of all, the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, had a great game against Man City. He's the reason why the game didn't finish, 2, 3, 4-0. Do you understand? He made great saves, twice from Grealish, and obviously panned one away before Jesus shot and Thiago Silva cleared it out. So if it wasn't for him, we probably would have lost the game by more goals, 100%. So yeah, that's my keeper, one of the best in the world, and because maybe he's African or because maybe I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to force an agenda here. I'm not trying to say there's racism involved, but I don't know. There's a reason why people are not rating him that highly. That isn't our fan base. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, in it. So Mendy and goal, obviously. A back three now. Seeing as Reece James is out, I think this back five, I think I'm gonna make some changes. Just for tactical reasons in some aspect. I think you know which back three I'm gonna pick. Left centre back Antonio Rudiger, middle centre back Thiago Silva, and the right centre back Andreas Christensen. The fact that Azpilicueta's out and you're not gonna really play Trevor Chalobah in a big game like this, I think it's only right if those are the three centre backs. I think those two are all quality. And look, in the second half, it wasn't their best half against Man City. It's probably been all their worst halves in a while, but I can't really get onto them for that. At the end of the day, we was going for the game and we left ourselves exposed. So yeah. We go into the wing backs now. Now I'd make a change here. Now obviously I'd play Azpilicueta as a right wing back simply because I don't think I'd want to play Hudson-Odoi as a wing back against Juventus at the end of the day. Like Juventus. They're gonna have Alexandro down that side, who's still a quality left back. Do you understand? I think Chiesa is going to be down that side as well. If they do play with the four at the back, or if they play like a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, Chiesa, if he plays, he's going to operate down that left-hand side and target our right-hand side. Do you understand? So I wouldn't play Hudson-Odoi there. I'd play Azpilicueta there. And at left wing-back, I'd play Ben Chilwell. Now, this is not because, Marcos Alonso had a poor game against City, which I think he did have a poor game against them. Yes. And just because he had a poor game against them, that's actually not quite the reason why I'd put Chilwell in this team. I just think Chilwell will bring us something different to Alonso. And I feel like tomorrow against Juventus, Alonso will... I know he's played in Italy before, and he has played in Serie A, I think, for Fiorentina. So to be fair, if he does play tomorrow, it wouldn't surprise me. He does have that experience against Juventus. It may have been a long time ago, but at the end of the day, he does have it, and he has played in Italy before. We did buy him from Italy, to be fair. So, yeah, but I think Chua, with his pace down that side, and to put crosses into the box consistently, I think we're going to need that for tomorrow. And I feel like with Cuadrado, I don't think defensively he's the best. At the end of the day, that guy is a winger playing at right back. He's been converted to a right back. And I'm sorry, I feel like we could get at him with Chilwell tomorrow, get him behind, put some crosses in. Whoever the four players are can get at him as well. I feel like Alonso is a bit too slow. And to be fair, he could get away with it in this game because I don't think there's any really quick players in Juve's team. And plus, Juve, their league, Serie A, is not really a fast-paced league. It's more of a slow-paced. You get more time on the ball. The intensity isn't as high, and it's more of a tactical game. But I just played chill to give him a chance, man. Give him a chance in a big game like this, do you understand? Let him bomb down that wing. Let him put crosses in. Marcos Alonso, he does do that as well. But to be fair, he likes to operate in those 10s as well and just get into the box and try shoot and score and stuff like that when I'm trying to get my forward players to do that. Not Marcos Alonso. But I just play Ben Chilwell tomorrow. I think he will just offer us something different to Marcos Alonso. That's all. And plus, I just don't like the combination of Alonso and Aspi. I just think there's too many I just think as a pair, there's weaknesses there, like their pace. I don't think their crossing is consistently good either. So yeah, that's it. I've spent a long time talking about that left wing back position, but yeah. We move on to the two double sixes, and for me, Kovacic and Jorginho. I don't think there's another one you can play. You can maybe shout for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's somebody I'd probably bring on during the game. I think, again, he deserves it after his cameo against Man City. He is pending a start really soon, though. I can't lie. Like, there will be maybe this weekend against Southampton. Who knows? He could get a start there if he impresses. Again, if he does start here, or if he even comes on and impresses once again. So, yeah. But I'd start with Kovacic and Jorginho. I think it's only suitable, to be fair. They're two players where, they can dictate the play, the intensity, the tempo of the game. Who they really face in that midfield? What, potentially Ramsey or Locatelli, or Who else is in that Juve midfield? Man, I just forgot, bruv, to be honest. There's another one in my mind, I've forgotten his name. I forgot his name, but yeah, Juve, they have a decent midfield. I'm not going to lie, but I feel like Georgian's cover will be fine tomorrow, and their intensity won't have to be used as much, and I don't think their weaknesses will be exploited as much because I don't think Juventus have the midfield to do that. So yeah, and plus the fact that Dybala and Morata are out does make life a little bit easier, but Chiesa's still there, so it's what it is. But yeah, those two, obviously. There's no other choice we have, in my personal opinion. We move on now to the front three. And like I said, I bring back the 3-4-3, as you already know by the lineups and who I've put in so far. I won't play the 3-5-2 against Juventus. I don't see the point of it, to be honest with you, unless, you know, it goes wrong and maybe tactically you might have to switch it or something like that, potentially. Who knows? But I'd play Kai Havertz. He didn't really play. He didn't play against Man City. He only came on in the 60th minute, if I'm not wrong. So he's going to be fresh for this game. I'd also play Timo Werner alongside him. This is just realistic for me now. I just think Timo Werner and Kai Havertz will play together alongside Romelu Lukaku up top. Ziyech, I don't think he's going to get the chance there, and neither will Hudson-Odoi. That's just my opinion. And yeah, that would be the lineup I will play. And look, with Juventus tomorrow, I think the thing we've got to focus on, especially if Allegri does play the three at the back, which at times I think he has, but I don't think he has as well. I'm not quite sure. To be honest, I've not been paying much attention to Juventus. Literally before this video, I just went to check their results, really, and I didn't check really their formations, how they play, etc., etc. But to be fair, you should know how Allegri's team plays. I mean, we did watch Juventus of the old, you know, when they were winning the league consecutively. So we should have a good idea of how they do play, you know. I think it's going to be very tactical. There's going to be certain areas of the pitch he does target, possibly. They're going to probably want to keep the ball, or they might want to sit back and go on the counter-attack, which is probably the more likely aspect, depending on this game. It really depends on what formation he plays. Does he play a 4-3-3? Does he play a 3-5-2? Which I think that will be the formation he does play, a 3-5-2, just to overload that midfield and try to control it. But once again, I don't think we need to match them with the three. There's been many occasions where we faced three-man midfields versus R2, and we've still done well. Why? Because of our 10s dropping deep to receive the ball, drive with it, create chances, you know, for our striker, pass it out wide to put the balls into the box. That's where I feel like we're at the advantage with playing the two 10s. Because not only do we have the two 10s and our two 6s, that will overload their three in the middle. And that will isolate their two up top, hopefully, if that's what they play tomorrow. But yeah, guys, that's the preview. To give you a score prediction real quick, I'm going with a 1-0 Chelsea win. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I know they leak goals. To be fair. Like, they've been conceding, like I said, 10 goals conceded this season so far. In what, like 5-6 games? That's poor, man. That's really poor. But I just don't think we'll be clinical tomorrow. I think we'll just get that one goal in the first half, and I think we'll just see it out, to be honest with you. Defend well, maybe go on the counter-attack a few times to not take our chances. It could be a 2-0, to be fair. I hope I'm wrong. If you did enjoy this video, though, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your lineup prediction down below. Tell me your score prediction down below. Tell me your thoughts on Juventus and why they had a poor start to the season. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I do my match review and my player ratings video. See you guys then. Peace.